ಹಲೋ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಹಾರ್ದಿಕ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. 1905ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲೂರು ವೆಂಕಟರಾಯರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಏಕೀಕರಣ ಚಳವಳಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಏಕೀಕರಣ ಚಳವಳಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಆಲೂರು ವೆಂಕಟರಾಯರನ್ನು ಸ್ಮರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಂದಿನ ತರಗತಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸೋಣ. In the last class, we have discussed about what do you mean by fractions, what are the types of fractions learned. In this class, I will explain about the definitions of decimal numbers and some examples using the place value charts. First, decimal numbers. What do you mean by decimal numbers? Decimal numbers in our Kannada dashamamsha sankhyaಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Decimal numbers is based on preceding power of 10. What is that? Decimal number is decimal numbers based on the preceding power of 10. Backside the numbers of 10. Here a number whose whole numbers part and fractional part is separated by a decimal points. Here the decimal dot represent like the dot in a decimal numbers is called as a decimal points. Here the point is separated between the numerators and the denominators. Like here some examples I will consider first. Here example first I will consider some shape, geometrical shape. Which shape? This is circle. Second one, which shape? This is rectangle. Now you see children, I will take one circle. This is circles. I will divide it into 10 equal parts. How many equal parts? 10 equal parts. In this 10 equal parts, how many parts are shaded? I shaded only one parts. How many parts? One part. This is how to write in the fraction. This is total number of how many equal parts is there? Total number of equal parts is 10. In this 10 parts, how many parts is shaded? Only one part. 1 by 10. How to read this number? 1 out of 10. This is fraction. How to convert in decimal form? Like in denominator's value you consider here 1 after how many zeros is there? How many zeros? 1 0. This indicates that after a decimal one number is present. In which number? Which numbers is there? In our numerator's value. This one you write 0.1. What is that? 0.1. This is a examples of decimal number. How to read this number? 0.1. This one, how to read this? 0.1 or 0.1. This is the one examples of decimal numbers. I will take another one more examples. What is the second examples? Which shape I taken? Which shape I taken? Rectangle. Yes, very good. Which shape? Rectangle. In this rectangles also, how many equal parts I divided into how many equal parts? 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 10 equal parts is there. In this 10 equal parts, how many parts I shaded? 3 parts. How many parts? 3 parts. Where you will write that 3? 3 you write in numerator. Now you see in first problems I already explained what is that. This 10 denominator value how much is that? 10 is there. 1 after how many zeros is there? 1 0. This indicates that after a decimal how many numbers are present? Only one number. What is the answer? 3 by 10 is 0.3. How to read this number? 0.3. 0.3 or 0.3. Next, some more examples I taken. What is that? Third example, 253.147. Next, fourth example, 724.503. Fifth example, 514.251. Sixth example, 4.89. These are some examples of decimal number. Neatly you understand children? I will repeat once again. Decimal numbers is based on the preceding power of 10. Next, second point, a number whose whole numbers part and fractional part is separated by a decimal point. What is that meaning is, here you see 0.3 is there. this decimal point separated between the numerators and the denominators. Which numbers? After that, the dot in the decimal numbers. Which one? 0 and 3. Here dot is there. This is called as a decimal point. This is the examples of decimal numbers. Next, moving on to using your place value charts, you write the given numbers in the place value chart. You already familiar which place value chart? You already know that Indian number systems and international number system place value chart. You know that here I am using the Indian number system place value chart. Here you already know that ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, million, 10 million, billion, 10 billion. You already know that. Here I taken ones, tens, hundreds, so on. After decimal you write decimal dot. After that the place value next after a decimal first place value is tens. This indicates that 1 by 10. Next second place value is hundreds, 1 by 100. Third one is thousands, 1 by thousands. Now I will take on some more examples, few examples. This one how to write in the place value chart. Now you see children, 253.147. Here very important how to read this number. 253.147, not 147, 147. Now you see decimal first dot you write. After that, what is the place value of 3 is here? Ones, 3. What is the place value of 5? Tens. What is the place value of 2 is hundreds. Next, after a decimal, what is the place value of 1 is tens or 1 by tens. Next, the place value of 4 is hundreds, 4. Next, the place value of 1000 is 7. Next, another one more example, 724.503. Here also how many digits is there? 3 digits is there after a decimal points. Here also you write what is the place value of 4 is ones place. Next, the place value of 2 is tens. The place value of 100 is 7. After a decimal, what is the place value of 5 is 1 by 10 or tens, 5. Next, the place value of 0 is hundreds, 0. The place value of 3 is thousands. Next, another one more examples, 514.251. Where you will write, here first what is the place dot, first you write. What is the place value of 4 is ones. The place value of ones is tens. The place value of 5 is hundreds. After a decimal, what is the place value of 2 is tens. 2. The place value of 5 is hundreds. 5. The place value of 1 is thousands. Next, last one example, 4.89. Here you write 4.89. What is the place here? Compared to previous 3 problems, 3 numbers is there. After a decimal, here of next fourth examples, after a decimal, how many numbers are present? Only 2 numbers. Here you see 4. What is the place value of 4 is ones place. Next remaining 100 and tens place blank you write. After that, after a decimal, what is the place value of 8 is tens. The place value of 9 is hundreds. Next 0. This is whatever given numbers is there, these numbers you write in the place value chart. Next, moving on to how to add the decimal numbers. Now you see additions in the sense which mathematical operation you can use in plus you add. Here I will consider one example, 21.36 plus add with the 37.36. Now you see children, here 2 also, after a decimal how many numbers are present? Here also 2 numbers, next here also 2 numbers. Now you see 21.36 plus add with the 37.36. Now you see you add 6 plus 6 is 12. You can, how much you carry? 1. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Point as it is you write. Next 7 plus 1 is 8. Next 3 plus 2 is how much? 5. What is the answer? 58.72 is the answer of a given your first problem. Next, another one more examples I will consider. First here, after a decimal, I will consider 3 digits number. Here, after a decimal, I will consider 2 digits number. Now you see 253.417, you add with the 29.35. Now you see 253.417 as it is you write. Next, here neatly you write in the place value. Here only 2 numbers is there, 29.35. After that last third numbers you write here 0. The value same only. Now you see, now you add 7 plus 0 is 7. 5 plus 1 is 6. 4 plus 3 is how much? 7. Point. Next 9 plus 3 is 12. How much you carry? 1. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 2. What is the answer? 282.767. This is a additional problem. Next, another one examples. Next, you subtraction. How to do the subtraction? Same examples you take. 37.36. You already know that. Subtraction in the sense which sign you can use in minus. Yes, very good. 21.36. Now you write 37.36 minus 21.36. Now you subtract, children. 6 minus 6 is how much? 0. 3 minus 3 is how much? 0. Here 7 minus 1 is how much? 6. 3 minus 2 is how much? 1. Therefore, what is the answer? 16.0 or 16 is the correct answer. I will repeat once again. The first one is decimal numbers. Decimal numbers is based on a preceding power of 10, and this decimal points separated between the fractional part like numerators and the denominators. The dot in a decimal numbers is called as a decimal point. 0.1, 0.3, 4.89. These are examples of decimal numbers, and using a place value charts, neatly you write the given numbers. Some examples you take, and additions and subtractions. Okay, I hope all of you understood. If you still have any doubts, you post your doubts in comment box. Thank you, children.